week. Viewers, 2 days ago, a 37-year-old woman was waiting for a bus in India's IT hub Bengaluru in the KR market area at around 11:30 p.m. The woman inquired about the availability of the bus to reach her destination to men standing around. She was then taken advantage of, posing as good Samaritans. The men told her they knew where the bus would stop and took her along to go down street, where they sexually assaulted her and then robbed her. The horrific crime has sent shockwaves across the country, but what has shocked the country even more is a remark by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah asking if rapes didn't occur during BJP tenure. We've gathered the data detailing crime against women in Karnataka since this comparison analogy was spoken of by the Chief Minister. Not that politics should be a priority at the moment, but let's run you through some of that data. In data access from NCRB and Karnataka Police Department, there were 32,281 cases of crime against women in BJP rule from 2021-2022. The Congress government has seen an uptick of 6,755 cases over the span of 2023-2024, taking the total number of cases to 39,036. 1,150 cases of rape were reported under BJP rule, while 1,348 cases under Congress rule. 11,306 cases of molestation were reported under BJP regime and another 1,482 in Congress rule. When it comes to dowry-related deaths, the data shows that there were 60 less cases reported under Congress rule and 167 additional cases when it comes to eve teasing in comparison to 149 under BJP rule. Irrespective of which government is in power, viewers, the numbers are glaring. And the crimes against women remain a matter of concern and not politics. And the question we are asking here today, with regards to this latest case, a woman has been gang raped, robbed, 2 people have been arrested, though. Is this action enough? What about the other perpetrators? The second big question, can a crime as heinous as rape be a subject of comparison? And with the rape analogy, as Congress hit a new low, we'll take that up with our experts in just a bit and take you through what not just politicians but also activists, women of the country make of this remark by the Chief Minister. But first up, the top reactions.
ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ರೇಪೇ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ರೇಪ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು.
Let's quickly introduce our guest joining us this evening. Sudha Halkai, spokesperson Karnataka BJP, along with Lavanya Balal, Congress spokesperson and social activist Brinda Adige completes the panel this evening. A very good evening to each one of you. This is most unfortunate news that's come in from Bengaluru. But my first question is to Lavanya Balal. Lavanya, all right, we've lost Lavanya. We'll take that to her in just a bit. So let me just begin with Brinda Adige. Brinda, what do you make of this? It's most unfortunate that we're coming across these horrific stories day in and out and people taking to streets to fight for justice. You know, the legal process, the manner in which they're not convinced with the judicial expertise opining on what the kind of sentence should be like. All of that is going on in the Arjikar rape case, and we're seeing all of that anger spill on the streets, and comes this reaction from the Chief Minister, the top man in the state.
Crimes against women, rapes on women and children is rampant across the country. I don't think there's any state that can say that these are crimes not happening on women. And these crimes are against the state. Now, coming to the numbers and the statistics as put out by NCRB, we need to understand that just because the numbers are high and somewhere else it is low, it doesn't mean that the crimes on women and rapes are less. Here, it just shows that reporting is more. And if reporting is done, it is done in a manner because they are confident that the state is taking the case forward and there would be justice. That said, the chief minister was very callous in making that kind of a remark because this crime is against the state. It does not matter which political party was ruling the state or which political party is not ruling. All the time it is women who are getting caught, the women who are being violated, and it is women whose safety is at stake. So he should have actually said that he would ensure that the police in the state would get all the rapists and also ensure that there is a fast track of the cases and there is a swift and certain verdict of punishment so that confidence is increased and safety will also increase. Instead of saying that did it not happen here, that just trivializes this heinous, brutal crime called rape. It is not at all in good taste. And as an elected representative, the chief minister and the home minister must assure the women citizens that something like this is going to be taken up very, very seriously and it is not going to be trivialized or spoken in such a frivolous manner.
You know, when you make this kind of a remark, Lavanya, aren't you letting down the women of not just your state, your entire country? What kind of an example is the chief minister trying to set? This may just have been a part of what he said, but why show this kind of insensitivity in the first place?
Good evening. Brinda Adiga makes quite a lot of very valid points, you know. Do you have the entire bite of the chief minister? I would suggest you should play that before you start the show.
That's exactly what I just said, Lavanya.
Yeah, you should, because it is not the only thing he said. I do not agree with the CM saying that, but that is not the only thing he said. He continued to say, we will ensure that the victim gets the justice. We do not tolerate crime against women. If you have seen the tenure of Congress in the 1.5 years, we have taken very strict action when it comes to assault against women or women's protection. Look at the POCSO case against Yediyurappa. We did not shy away from taking action against him. Or it could be the action against, Prajwal Revanna. We have taken very strict action. Prime Minister Modi, in fact, campaigned for him. The BJP doubled down in its support for Prajwal Revanna, one of the most heinous crimes that he's committed in the, I think, the recorded history of this civilization. But we have taken action against him. We have zero tolerance policy. Just last week, we had a BJP MLA candidate who got a woman drunk and he raped her in Bangalore, right? We do not tolerate crime against women. We will take action. We want
But why turn to the BJP at the first opportunity, Lavanya? That's the only question being asked. Why turn towards the BJP at the first opportunity? Why try and make a political score out of something as shocking as this?
One second. So the journalist was asking the question, was repeatedly asking the chief minister, provocating him about it. So that is when the chief minister said it. I do not agree with the chief minister making that comment.
So shouldn't he come out and apologize to the women of Karnataka?
I believe the chief minister should not even have made that statement, but he should have just reiterated his commitment towards women's safety. That would have been amply enough. He shouldn't have made that statement at all. I agree with that. And I agree with a lot of stuff that Brinda Adiga says. She makes very, very valid points.
Okay, Sudha Alkai, do you want to quickly come in? Because unfortunately, this has become about BJP Congress and we really didn't need it to get to that. What should have been spoken of is the investigations today. What should have been spoken of is the law and order situation in the state. How safe are women really? Because none of the parties hold back when it comes to promising welfare schemes, making these poll guarantees. But what about protecting them?
Exactly. None of these political statements should be said, and this is where I stand for. And how ridiculous it is that the high-ended hypocrisy of Mr. Siddaramaiah, the Majawadi CM of Karnataka, giving such statements, insensitive, inhuman, and irresponsible statements. That too, when they're doing the unveiling of the statue of Mahatma Gandhi in Suvarna Saudha of Belgaum, and he talks about the ideology of Mahatma Gandhi today. And probably they've forgotten that Mahatma Gandhi ji had told once, the true independence of India is when the women of this country are safe at the mid of the night. And look at the statement what Mr. Siddaramaiah has given today. Today in Karnataka, it has become, I'll tell you, the ministers are looting the exchequer, the dacoits are looting the ATMs,
I'm sorry,
the
she's digressing.
the banks, and the
He's
crimes
not
against
responding
women
to
is
the topic.
increasing. No.
Brinda's not in
crime
agreement.
against women-
One second.
The
Brinda's not in
crimes against-
agreement to you, but 30 seconds to you.
No. The crimes against women is increasing, and this is the report given by the NCRB. And only in past 6 months, 7,500 women are missing in Karnataka, and more than 550 women have been raped today. I'm giving you the history of only statistics of only past 6 months. 60% of the crime against women in Karnataka is increased today, and take it any crime, it is increased. Take it the murders, the rapes, the suicides, everything in Karnataka is increased today. And look at this insensitive statements given by Parmeshwar, also the Home Minister, when Neha Hiramit was stabbed, and he told that it is a personal matter and it is an accidental incident. And today also Mr. Siddaramaiah giving such statement, and they're not looking into the matters of the Congress who are alleged with the rape cases and all. They're not coming up with their names. Take it Vinay Kulkarni and all. This is absolutely wrong on what they're speaking. And today, I'll tell you, the people of Karnataka, they are in panic mode, and Karnataka has become a rogue state. It has come to a situation of anarchy today.
Okay, all right. Quickly
if I
respond,
may- if I
Lavanya.
may-
And to really cite the figures here, and these are official figures. None of the
These are
spokespersons
the
of the
official
BJP
figures
have
which
put
has
out
got
these
from
figures.
the Home Department.
Crime rate against women has gone up by over 6,000, almost 7,000. Rape cases,
7,500.
an increase of 198. Molestation cases, an increase of almost 1,500. And yet, the Chief Minister is trying to draw a comparison with how safe or unsafe women were under BJP rule.
I will respond to that. Before that, I would like to ask my BJP counterpart, would she take back the personal comment made against the CM of Karnataka?
I will not take back. Absolutely, he has always
Fine,
been projecting
fine.
that he is a
Let me go back to
Samajwadi
the-
and
fine,
give
I'll
these
go back to the
statements of
numbers.
Majawadi.
While we
How
are
can he
talking
give
about
such
the- I'll
statement?
go
How
back
can
to
he
the
give such
numbers.
statement regarding the crime against women? He is the person who is supposed to take care of the
I'm
state.
sorry,
Who
I
is
would like
supposed
to
to
ask
maintain
the
the law and
anchor.
order. Law and order
I
has
would like
completely
to ask
collapsed.
the
I will no way
anchor
take back the
intervene.
statement.
Lavanya,
I
respond.
would like to, yes, I would like to tell the anchor. She makes personal comments against our leader, which is not acceptable, and you have given her platform for it.
No, which
When
comment are
we
you talking about? One
talking
second.
about
Jogga
the
memory.
numbers, while we are talking about the numbers, let me make it very clear. There are more and more women who
Lavanya, are we not aware of how many women are offended by the remarks that have been made by the Chief Minister?
That
Let
is
me
fine
just-
for them. That is fine for them. But
want
comment
me to
where he always
respond or
projects
she's
I am a
going to add?
Samajwadi.
Okay,
I am a
Sudhaji, please
Samajwadi.
let her respond. I've gone to her. Let her respond. Let her please complete.
If she's done with her rant, I would like to remind everybody there is an increased number of women who are approaching stations with the complaint. The conviction rates also, you will have to check the conviction rates of the cases that have happened in the recent past, in the 1.5 years. Yes, we see a number of increase in the number of cases of assault and molestation against the women. We agree to that. We are not saying it is not come down. All we are saying is we are committed to women's safety and we are taking measures, we are looking into it, and we do not take safety of women very lightly. We will never do that, and we do not
The
have
FIRs are
members
not
of the
registered
bench.
This
today
has
for
to
your
go
kind
beyond
information,
empty
Lavanya.
promises. It
I'm
has to
sorry,
go
I'm
beyond
very
lip
FIRs
service.
are
Sudhaji,
not
please.
registered today.
Sudhaji, let me quickly bring in Brinda as well. Lavanya, no, all I'm trying
I'm
to say
sorry,
here is
you are
this needs to
letting her rant
go
in between.
beyond. I have intervened. Please do not tell me what I need to do. But what I'm saying here as a moderator today is that this has to go beyond lip service. It can't just stop at we're doing enough, we will
Yes.
do enough, women are
Yes.
safe.
Like
It
I
has
was
to go
saying,
beyond lip service. Brindaji, what kind of an example does this set?
This is not a example that can be set by any leader, least of all the chief minister. I do hope at some point he would say that this is not the right statement he should have made and he wants to apologize to it to the women of Karnataka. But that said, let us place on record that if there are more reporting of crimes on women by women and their families, it is because of the confidence instilled
Okay.
and placed
So you're
in the
saying that's a
police.
positive sign?
Yes, it's a positive. We must not discourage women coming forward and reporting these crimes. Otherwise, where is the justice? We cannot silence women. That has been a patriarchal mindset across our country, and we cannot allow for something like this to continue. So the inference is that there are more women coming forward because they are confident they will get some kind of justice.
Okay,
That the
while what's
perpetrators
been
will
said
be
by the Chief
Just 10
Minister is
seconds.
most unfortunate, Sudhaji, but this is
Just
a
10
positive
seconds.
sign.
Just
More
10
and more
seconds.
women speaking up against the violence that they're facing today. It's a positive sign. Wasn't
10
happening
seconds
earlier,
I need.
perhaps. Yes, go ahead.
Just 10 seconds. I'll tell you today, the FIRs are not being registered in Karnataka. There was a recent POSCO case in the Jevargi Taluka of Kalburgi. They didn't register the FIR for 4 hours. The girls committed suicide. In Bidar also, when there was a suicide, 5 girls went to give a complaint regarding their missing brother. They didn't register an FIR. The BJP leaders are going and giving an FIR. They're not registering. The apathy of Karnataka today is they're not registering the FIRs. Forget about taking action. And in all ways, they're protecting the criminals. The law of the land is to protect the people, not the criminals. But here you can see in all the incidents, they're protecting the criminals. They're giving fake post-mortem reports. They're giving, accusing a youth, who's 21 years. They're putting him to a juvenile, producing him a juvenile court and giving him as 16 years, and then again giving certificates of 13 years in a POSCO case. How do you say that Karnataka is safe today? How are they justifying Congress government? Everybody, all the
Sudhaji, if we get into a report card analysis, then there's lots more that will tumble out on what happened in the BJP rule as well. So we really can't get down to subjectivities here. But I'll also let Lavanya come in since you've raised a certain concerns, Lavanya.
No, when it comes to POXCO case, I would like to say, why is the BJP protecting the former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa? Why
Who is protecting? It is in the law. It is in the court. Court will take its own action. Don't talk about all this. No. We don't stop the investigations like you. We have not stopped the CBI. We have not closed the Lokayukta. We have not asked to take back the ED. Unlike you people, we give a free space.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem here, Brinda. This needs to go beyond, this simple tutu meme. It can't just end at political bickering. Somebody needs to stand up and say, this is what we're doing. These are the actions, the steps that we're taking to ensure women are protected. Women are protected in our state. Brinda, don't you think? I mean, isn't it quite ironic, the fact that all of these political parties across the country, not just in Karnataka, don't think twice before making big promises to women? And what about issues like women's safety?
Absolutely right. Making vague promises, evasive promises, and not keeping their promises to women, because they are the ones who have been elected to make policies as well as to keep the voter, citizen and taxpayers safe. So why are you blaming one another? As an opposition, why are you
where
not
are the
questioning
Nirbhaya
this?
funds used? Why are they not used properly? Why are policies not made to
Nirbhaya
take care of
funds
the
is
women?
another issue. Let us talk about it later. It happened during the BJP rule also. So let us not talk about it. If you are in the opposition, then you ask, demand for accountability.
Being a woman, I'm asking for the accountability, madam. Being a woman, being a doctor, being a mother.
Brinda, do you think half the problem is without thinking, right away political parties jumping in to score political points over these issues concerning women's safety? I mean, look at what's happening in Kolkata as well.
What they're giving. Look at the statements.
Brinda, do you think, scoring a political point is the first big problem here? We're seeing that play out in Kolkata as well.
That seems to be the first problem, and that seems to be the first challenge that most of the political parties are taking up. Until and unless the citizens come to the street, the state agencies don't seem to be working the machinery. If that is what we have to be doing all the time, then why have we elected people into power?
BJP has fought tooth and nail against
Lavanya, before I wrap this up, last question to you. You were not in agreement to what the Chief Minister said. Shouldn't he come out and apologize today?
I would say he should, make sure there is justice given to this victim and these cases do not repeat. We want a safer Karnataka and we do not want any kind of promises or anything from anybody. All the leaders, I wish today, they all stand firm and say, we will work towards safety of women. That's all we need.
But these kind of remarks do anything but set the right example, and that's what the Chief Minister of Karnataka has done. So it's most unfortunate to say the least, Lavanya. That's all the time I have, women. Thank you so much for joining.